2001 Grade 7 Gauss contest. Number 1. The largest number in the set is first number 0.01, second 0.2, third 0.03, followed by 0.02, last number 0.1 in the set. First, I compare the 10th digit. So compare the 10th digit. In the 10th digit, largest the digit is the 2. So the 5 numbers largest is the 0.2. Therefore, the answer is B. Number 2, in 1998, the population of Canada was 30.3 million. Which number is the same as 30.3 million? 30.3 million, easy way, we times the 1 million. 1 million after 1, 60. That's the 30,300,000. That's the 30.3 million. Therefore, the answer is A. Number 3, the value of 0.001 plus 1.01 plus 0.11 is 0.001 and 1.01 and 0.11. Add them together. So bring down the thousandth digit 1, hundredth digits, that's the 2, 10th digit, that's the 1. So write down the decimal point, 1st digit is the 1. So the answer is the 1.121. Therefore, the answer is E. Number 4, when the number 16 is doubled and the answer is then halved, the result is number 16, first doubled, that means times 2, and then the answer is halved, that means times 1/2, so cancel 2, still 16. The answer right in the exponential form, so 16 is 2 to the power 4. Therefore, the answer is D. Number 5, the value of 3 times 4 squared minus 8 divided by 2 is, so 3 times 4 squared minus 8 divided by 2. Bad math. 3 times the 4 square is the 16 minus 8 divided by 2. That's the 4. So 48 minus 4. 44. Therefore, the answer is A. Number 6, in the diagram ABCD is a rhombus. The size of the angle BCD is rhombus. All 4 sides are equal. Also, in this the figure, AC same with the AB, BC, the tick mark means the all sides are equal. That means ABC and ADC are all the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, so all three angles are 60 degree. Same thing, 60 degree. So the angle BCD is the 120. Therefore, the answer of number 6 is choice C. Number 7. A number line has 40 consecutive integers marked on it. If the smallest of these integers is -11, what is the largest? So the largest the number, we use the arithmetic sequence, the general term, that's the an equals the a1 plus n minus 1 times common difference. So for this one, that's the 40th term, a40 equals a1, that's the start with the -11 plus 40 minus 1. Common difference, that's the 1. For consecutive number, common difference, that's the 1. So equal to -11 plus 39 equals the 28. The answer is C. Number 8. The area of entire figure shown is. So the figure is the graph is the three identical, the triangle. That means three triangles are congruent. So the side length, the legs is the 4. So triangle area is the 1/2 of the base times height. In this problem, that's the 1/2. Base is the 4, height is the 4, total 3 congruent triangle times 3. That's the cancel 2. 2 times 2, that's the 4. So 2 times 4 times 3, that's the 24. Therefore, the answer of 8 is D. Number 9, the bar graph shows the hair colors of the campers at Camper Gauss. The bar corresponding to redheads has been accidentally removed. If 50% of the campers have brown hair, how many of the campers have red hair? So 50% of campers, we use the 50% if total number of the people is the X. So 50% of X, that's the brown color. Brown color has the 25 people. So that means the 1/2 X, that's the 25. So total X is 50. So total 50 people minus green 5 minus black 10 minus brown color 25, that's the 10. So the red color should be the 10. Therefore, the answer is B. Number 10, Henry scored a total of 20 points in his basketball team's first 3 games. He scored 1/2 of these points in the first game and 1/10 of these points in the second game. How many points did he score in the third game? So total is the 20 points. And the first game, he scored the 1/2. That's the minus 1/2 of the 20. And the second game, he got the 1/10 minus 1/10 of total game. That's the 20. The rest will be the third game points. That's the 20 minus 10 minus 2 equals 8. So the third game, he got the 8 points. Therefore, the answer is E. Number 11. A fire die is constructed by labeling the faces of a wooden cube with the numbers 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 3. If this die is rolled once, the probability of rolling an odd number is probability always the expected over all. So expected events over the all events. This problem, the expected is odd number. In the 6 numbers, odd number, that's the 5, 3, 1, 2, 3. Total 5 numbers are odd, and the total, the number is the 6. The probability of rolling an odd number is 5 over 6. Therefore, the answer is A. Number 12, the ratio of the number of big dogs to the number of small dogs at a pet show is 3 to 17. There are 80 dogs in total at this pet show. How many big dogs are there? The big dog to the small dog is the 3 to 17. The total dogs is the 80. How many big dogs? So big to small is the 3 to 17. That means the big dogs to all, that's the 3 to 3 plus 17, that's the 20. Every 20 dogs, 3 big dogs, 17 small dogs. And the how many big dogs don't know, use the X, and all the dogs is the 80. That's the all. Solving the ratio equation, inside times inside, outside times outside. 20x equals 3 times 80. That's the 240. Equation both sides divided by 20. Cancel the 20, left side, x, right side. Cancel 10, cancel 2. That's the 12. So x equals 12. Therefore, the answer is A. Number 13. The product of two whole numbers is 24. The smallest possible sum of these two numbers is. So the product is the 24. The factor of the 24, that's the 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6. The smallest possible sum of the two factors, smallest, that's the 4 plus 6 equals 10. The largest is the 1 plus 24, that's the 25. So therefore, the answer of 13 is the B, smallest possible sum of two numbers. That's the choice B. Number 14. In the square shown, the numbers in each row, column, and diagonal multiply to give the same result. The sum of the two missing numbers is all the diagonal, the column, and the rows. The product is the same. Now we do this one. So all here, two diagonal, the product is the same. So we don't calculate this one. 3 times 12, that's the 36. So 18 times 2 gave us 36. Same thing, we do the middle row and the middle column. 4 times 9, that's the 36. So 1 times 36, they are equal. They both times 6. Now they ask the sum of the two missing number. Two missing number, that's the 2 and 36. Sum is 38. Therefore, the answer of 14 is D. Number 15. A prime number is called a superprime if doubling it and then subtracting 1 results in another prime number. The number of superprimes less than 15 is. The prime number less than the 15, that's the 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. That's all the prime number less than 15. And doubling the prime, that's the 2 times 2. And then subtract 1 is the 3. 2 is superprime. 3 times 2 minus 1, that's the 5, is the superprime. 5 times 2 minus 1, that's the 9, not superprime. 7 times 2 minus 1 is the 13, that's the superprime. 11 times 2 minus 1, that's the 21, not superprime. 13 times 2 minus 1 is 25, not superprime. So the superprime number is 237. Therefore, the answer is 3. Number 16. BC is a diameter of the circle with center O and radius 5, as shown. If A lies on the circle and AO is perpendicular to BC, the area of triangle ABC is. So radius is the 5, so OB is another 5, total BC, that's the 10. And also AO, still the radius, because O is the center. So the area of ABC, triangle area, is the 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 base, that's the BC, that's 10. And the height is the radius, that's the 5. So cancel 2. 10 cancel 2. 2 times 5, that's the 10. So 5 times 5, 25. Therefore, the answer is C. Number 17. A rectangular sign that has dimension 9 meter by 16 meter has a square advertisement painted on it. The border around the square is required to be at least 1.5 meter wide. The area of the largest square advertisement that can be painted on the sign is rectangular sign. Length is the 16, width is the 9, and they ask a square. We don't know, but must be the square in the center. That's the square. So the maximum square we can do, because the border at least 1.5, so we let the width, the side 1.5, 1.5, that's the minimum. The side length is the 9 minus 2, 1.5, that's the 3. So side length is the 6. The area of the square is side length square, so 6 square, that's the 36. Therefore, the area is the 36 meter square. That's the choice C. Number 18, Felix converted $924 to francs before his trip to France. At that time, each franc was worth 30 cents. If he returned from his trip with 21 francs, how many francs did he spend? Given exchange rate is the 1 franc, that's the franc, is the worth the 30 cents, that means the $0.3, that's the US. They equals the francs to the US. Francs we don't know, that's the X. US, that's the $924. So ratio equation, inside times inside, outside times outside. 0.3x equals 924. Equation both sides divided by 0.3. X equals 3,080 francs. If he returned with 21 francs, he must have spent the 3,080 francs minus the 21. That's the 3,059. So the answer is D. Number 19, rectangular tiles which measure 6 by 4 are arranged without overlapping to create a square. The minimum number of these tiles needed to make a square is. So the tile is the 4 by 6. That's the 4, that's the 6. To make the square, that means the length and the width must be equal. And the 4 and the 6, LCM of 4 and 6, that's the 12. So the minimum, that's the length and the width of 12. So 12, we need the 2 tiles. That's the 12. We need the 3 because we need the 12. 3 times 4, that's the 12. Now the side length is the 12. Width of this is still the 12. Total, we need the 6 tiles. Therefore, the answer is E. Number 20, Anne, Beth, and Chris have 10 candies to divide amongst themselves and gets at least 3 candies, while Beth and Chris each get at least 2. If Chris gets at most 3, the number of candies that Beth could get is A plus B plus the C total equals the 10. A gets at least 3. That means the greater or equal to 3. The B at least 2. That means greater or equal than 2. C still greater or equal than 2. But another given is the Chris gets at most 3, so he will less or equal to 3. That means the C can be the 2 or 3. Now we do the case work. Case 1, C equals 2, and A plus B plus C equals 10. That means the A plus B plus 2 equals 10, and A plus B equals the 8. A plus B equals 8. A greater or equal to 3, so A can be 3. The B will be the 5. A is the 4, B will be the 4. A is the 5, B will be 3. And A is the 6, B will be the 2. Because B is the greater or equal than 2, so we cannot go the lower than 2. That's the case 1. For the case 2, so for case 2, that's the C equals 3. Same thing. A plus B plus C equals 10, and A plus B equals 7. A at least 3 plus the 3 plus 4 equals 7. So that's the B is the 4. A is the 4. B is 3. A is the 5. B will be 2. Because B given B greater or equal than 2, so we stop at the B equals 2. So all the possible of the B is the 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the answer is E. Number 21. Naoki wrote 9 tasks, each out of 100. His average on these 9 tasks is 68%. If his lowest mark is omitted, what is the highest possible resulting average? So, average is the sum of the numbers divided by number of numbers. Also, the sum of number equals the average times number of numbers. In this problem, the average is the 68, and the number of the test is the 9. So, the sum of the score, total score, that's the 612. That's the 9 test. If remove the lowest the score, so lowest the score, that's the 0, because score all the out of the 100, lowest 0, highest is the 100. So remove the 0. That means the sum not changed, still 612. divided by now is the 8 test because remove the 0, lowest score, equal to 76.5. Therefore, the answer is the A. Number 22. A regular hexagon is inscribed in an equilateral triangle as shown. If the hexagon has an area of 12, the area of this triangle is regular hexagon. That means that all the side lengths are equal. So I connect all the diagonal. These 6 the triangle are all the equilateral and congruent triangle. Total area of shaded, that's the 12, divided by 6 is 2. Shaded 6 equilateral triangle, each area is the 2. How about the white triangle? For shaded the triangle, each triangle is equilateral. So for this one is the 60 degree. This triangle still the 60 degree. So the straight angle is 180. That means this one is also 60. Top is the big triangle is the equilateral, so top angle 60. That means same thing. The left side still 60. So the white triangle still the equilateral triangle, and the side lengths same thing as the smaller triangle. So that means that all 9 triangles are congruent. So the area, the big triangle area equals 9 smaller triangle. Each smaller triangle has the 2 square unit total. That's the 18. Therefore, the answer of 22 is choice D. Number 23. Katrina runs 100 meters in 10 seconds. Sandra runs 400 meters in 44 seconds. Maintaining these constant speeds, they participate in a kilometer race. How far ahead to the nearest meter is the winner as she crosses the finish line? So speed equals distance over time. So the Katrina speed, that's the SC, Katrina speed is the 100 meters divided by 10 seconds. So that's the 10 meter per second. For the Sandra speed, Sandra, that's the distance is the 400. Time is 44 seconds. So cancel 4, that's the 1100. That's the 100 over 11. Time equals the distance over speed. So for the Katrina time, the distance is the 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is the 1,000 meter. Over speed is the 10 meter per second. So Katrina took the 100 seconds to finish. For the Sandra's the time is the distance 1,000 meters over speed 100 over 11. So rewrite as the simplify as the 1000 times 11 over 100. So that's the cancel the 2, 0. That's the 110 seconds. That means the Katrina first touch the finishing line in the 100 seconds. So for the Sandra, what's his distance? Distance we know that equals the time times speed. So speed is the 100 over 11. Time for the Katrina touch the finishing line, use the 100 seconds. We times 100 seconds. That means the 110,000 over 11. So roughly equal to 909. So I write down here. So I bring this one to here. So the distance of the Sandra, 100 seconds, she's in the 10,000 over 11. That's the 909.09, so close to this one. The total distance is the 1000, and Sandra at the 909 meters, so still the 91 meters away from the finishing line. So that means the Sandra is the 91 meters behind the winner, Katrina. Therefore, the answer of the 23 is the E. Number 24, Enzo has fish in 2 aquariums. In one aquarium, the ratio of the number of guppies to the number of goldfish is 2 to 3. In the other, this ratio is 3 to 5. If Enzo has 20 guppies in total, the least number of goldfish that he could have is 2 aquarium. That's the, we like to be the A and the B. Guppy to goldfish in the A is the 2 to 3. In the B is the 3 to 5. So that's the 2 aquarium. So also in the A and the B, total guppies is the 20. Because in the A, the ratio is the 2 to 3. That means the number of the guppies in the A must be even number. So in the A is the even, the guppies. The B must be the even, because even plus even gave us even. Now we check the B, because the A, the even number, that's the too many. So in the B, because the guppies must be number, first we times the 2, both ratio. That means that's the 6 to 10. So because guppy sum is the 20, so the first in the A aquarium, the guppies must be 14. 14 is 2 times 7, so 3 times 7, 2. That's the 3 must times 7, so that's the 21. So the total goldfish is the 21 plus 10. That's the 31. And now we times 4. Because the 3 is the odd, we must times even number. 3 times 4 is the 12. 5 times 4, that's the 20. This is the B. Guppy is 12. In the A, Guppy must be the 8 because 8 plus 12 give us 20. 12, that means the 2 times 4. So 3 times 4 gave us 12. So 12 plus 30, that's the 12 plus 20. That's the 32. That's the total goldfish. Now the B, we times 6. 3 times 6 gave us the 18, and 5 times 6 gave us 30. B has the 18 guppies. In the A, the guppies must be the 2. 2 plus 18 gave us the 20. So that's just the ratio times 1. So that's the 2 to 3. So 3 plus 20, that's the 33. So 3 plus 30, total goldfish 33. Next even number is the 8 times 8 will give us the 24. Not possible that over the total 20. So times 8 not possible. So only 3 possible guppies is 31, 32, 33. So smallest number, that's the 31. Therefore, the least number of goldfish could be the 31 in total. That's the choice C. A triangle can be formed having side lengths 4, 5, 8. It is impossible, however, to construct a triangle with side lengths 4, 5, and 9. Ron has 8 sticks, each having an integer length. He observes that he cannot form a triangle using any 3 of these sticks as side lengths. The shortest possible length of the longest of the 8 sticks is. We know for the triangle ABC, if the side length is the A, B, and C, so triangle inequality is A plus B must greater than C. A plus C must greater than B, and B plus C greater than A. If the 3 sides of the triangle not satisfy the triangle inequality, they cannot form the triangle. So the 3 smallest, the side lengths which not form the triangle, must start with the 1. Smallest must start with the 1. And 1. A third number is the 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's 3 number. It's the 1 plus 1, not greater than 2, equals 2. So it cannot form the triangle. These 3 numbers satisfy the Fibonacci sequence. So from the third term, I need the term equals the sum of the previous 2 terms. So the fourth term equals the previous 2 terms. That's the 1 plus 2. So that's the first term, second, third. And the fourth term is the 1 plus 2. That's the 3. And the next term is the 2 plus 3, the sum of previous 2 numbers. So that's the 5. Next, 8. Next, 5 plus 8, 13. And 8 plus 13, that's the 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the smallest. The 8 lengths cannot form the triangle. That's the Fibonacci sequence. Any number equals the sum of the previous 2 numbers. So because they are equal to previous the 2 numbers sum, so they cannot form the triangle. To form a triangle, must the greater sum of the 2 must greater than the third. So in this case, the shortest, the set of the possible the length is these 8 numbers. In this, the shortest possible length, the longest one is the 21. Therefore, number 25, the answer is 21. That's the B.